bees out here. It's like I'm stirring a witch's cauldron, but I'm just making dog food. It's like I'm stirring a witch's cauldron. It's like I'm stirring up a witch's cauldron, but I'm just making dog food. How's it going? I know it looks weird. I want to show you guys what it takes to make dog food. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of bugs. How's it going? I'm gonna get my fly swatter. I'll be right back. Oh, can't find the fly swatter. How's it going, everybody? Yep, I'm making dog food. Yeah, sorry I had to disappear for a second. There's just a lot of bugs and stuff out here right now. How's everybody doing? This is mostly red salmon, otherwise known as sockeye salmon. I have a video coming out on this in a couple of weeks on how to make it. If you want to like and subscribe, you're more than welcome to. But all this is just from stuff that I've, like a lot of the fish that a lot of you guys have seen on me fillet on, a lot of the fish you guys seen fillet on live stream. This is what that is. It's all the byproduct from it. Hell yeah. I mean, we're gonna use this to cut the store brand dog food. Well, the smell actually is not as bad as you might think. It smells like I'm making fish soup, but it's more irony. It actually smells pretty good. Oh yeah, I froze it. I had to keep this for a couple of weeks in the freezer before I could use it. All that red stuff, that's all red salmon fat. Nope, I did not thaw it. I stuck it in the water and I started boiling it. Because I didn't want it to age any more than it already did. You know what I'm saying? But please, everybody, like and subscribe. It actually does smell pretty good. It smells like you're making fish soup, but a lot of fish. In this pot, this is a 10-gallon pot. Like, there's probably 70 to 80 pounds of salmon carcasses and stuff like that in here, along with some old chicken. I had no clue what this is going to boil down to, but I need to basically liquefy this and then grind it. Oh, there's a lot of bees out here. Holy shit. Yeah, I haven't added anything else to it. Thank you very much, BS. I appreciate it. I haven't added any herbs to this. I don't have that in-depth of knowledge. The broth is going to get boiled down a lot more, so it's going to be a part of the food itself. And I'm going to grind it. I need to go get myself a new blender, or oh yeah, I have a food processor around here somewhere. I'll probably take a look to see if I have a food processor that'll work. I don't have any carrots and celery that I need to throw out right now, so I don't need to worry about that. Man, these bugs are really bad. Rice, I'm not really worried about it because we're going to be cutting this into normal dog food. So this is really just there to supplement the dog food itself. Oh man, these bugs are terrible. Yeah, if I had some squash, I'd throw it in there. But it's kind of hard to put more stuff in there when there's already this much salmon in there. This is a 10-gallon pot, by the way. Yeah, I'm making dog food. There's a mixture of salmon bones, heads, guts, old salmon from the freezer, all kinds of stuff. I have a video coming out on this in a couple of weeks. I gotta cut my dog's product. They test it out. They know it's been stomped on a little bit. Oh yeah. But what was it? Well, salmon scraps are too good for crab. I mean, unless you got a bunch of rotten shit, then of course, use it. Well, it's under my own window right now, and the window's closed, so it's fine. Like, it doesn't really smell bad at all. I would have split the heads and all of that, but I didn't bother. I'm also gonna be, plunging my thing down in there. Oh yeah, I gotta be resourceful when I'm broke as shit. This is definitely gonna take a while. I wanted to start this earlier in the day, but I procrastinated a lot. By that I mean I wouldn't get my ass out of bed. I also had to charge my phone. But it's really cool everybody's coming out here and watching this. I like to watch stuff boil sometimes. Now it's up on. Now I got this up on high. Actually, that might be a little too high. Oh, I need to find that fly sword. Now that I've got the fly swatter, I can also start killing bugs while I'm out here too. Yeah, there's a lot of unnecessary waste. It's pretty bad. Oh, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. It's technically it's my girlfriend and I's dog, but yes, that is the fat one. She habitually sits on her butt on the bed like in the thumbnail, like it's her office chair. Like I'm not exaggerating at all. Oh yes. I hope you heard that crack. I heard about a lot of pinks being around this year. Hold on. Yeah. I'm killing a bunch of bugs. I heard a lot of, there's some chicken in there, yes, but no, this is yeah, this is dog food. This is mostly red salmon. There's some silver salmon heads. There's some king salmon scraps in here too. A little bit of old chicken, but mostly salmon guts and carcasses from when I live stream and cut fish. So I'm trying to save myself from these bees because they're not leaving me alone. Oh, damn. Terrible. Yep. That's salmon head right there. Hell yeah. Everybody please like the stream. Yep, these bees are horrific over here. I'm pretty sure there's a nest hiding. I'm pretty sure there's a nest hiding around here somewhere. Damn, I should really start collecting these bees and trying to use them for trout bait or something. Nah, I don't want to feed the dogs raw salmon heads because the bones will fragment and then it'll just cause a lot of issues with them because our dogs are especially dumb, especially the fat one that's in the thumbnail. The joke I make is she has 2 brain cells and neither one of them knows what's going on. Yeah, they really do like to hang out by, I don't know why. Well, I've been doing some research and trout do eat bees. Probably dead bees. I highly doubt they'd be eating live bees. Oh, these things are so bad they make my skin crawl. Jello made with chicken beef broth? Hell yeah, they would. The name for that is hilarious. It's called aspic. I'm not kidding. It's literally called aspic. Spelled like Asperger's. Aspic. It's a horrible name for a dish. Yeah, I'm gonna do my very best to grind it. I'll probably strain off the final product to make sure I didn't miss any big bits in there. Oh, there's a piece of chicken right there. That's the chicken tit. Just gonna break this all up as much as I can. I'm probably not gonna add any more water to this. I'm just going to, oh, I hope you guys hear that cracking. That's me every time I'm killing these bees. Yeah, it's your frog. Ah. Thanks, Down Syndrome. How's it going, man? All right. Chicken soup, Gatorade for dogs. That is correct. I'm sure this will be vet approved. After it's ground up, of course. Oh, yes. Oh, I love hearing that snap when this makes contact with the bees. It's amazing. It makes me feel alive. Yes. Oh, come on. Yeah, just not rotten chicken. And salmon scraps with a shitload of blood in them. And honestly, it really does smell pretty good. It looks terrible, but it smells great. Yeah, because they're looking for more the nutritional value and shelf life than they are. Yeah, I mean, they're looking for value for money and nutritional value and shelf life. It doesn't really matter where it comes from. I've never stuck a bee up with a vacuum cleaner. That sounds cool. Yeah, organic machine is correct. Much like you're making all your own home cooking. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same thing. Batteries are not dead yet. I remember you, goalie. What's up, dude? I'm making Doge food, so I can boil it down into boil it down and press into Dogecoin. This is how I make Dogecoin, so I can barter with my dogs. Only if you guys saw me waving around these bees back here, it's horrendous. You'll see like the red salmon oil coming up. Oh yeah. All mixed in there. All right, the heads are starting to fall apart now. Good. All the processed stuff is all shit. Everybody knows that. Anything processed is shit. Even this is considered processed. But if it's ultra processed, it's when it's really bad for you. Hey, let's get this 10 likes, everybody. Julie, I'm pretty sure the peasants would have drank this shit hot back in medieval times. They would have had this as their morning cup of joe before they go out and get whipped all day. I'd like to make sheep heads too sometime. Well, I'd probably rather do roasted sheep's head to be honest with you. Yep, organic has a point there. There's a lot of stuff that companies throw away, especially fish houses, and if you can get to it fast enough, you can get yourself a really easy dark. So true, dark days back then. Yeah, you can get yourself some really easy, like, cheap dog food that way. All you gotta do is talk to them and just tell them to make sure no plastics in the. Make sure they don't put any plastics in with the scraps, and you're all good. Yeah. Plus, if you were to buy something like this at the store, like the store I work at, they charge about $2.50, $3 a pound for it. Husband? Wait, what? What are you talking? What? Oh, yes. Killed another bee. No, I'm not. That's a salmon eye, bro. That's just a piece of chicken, and that's salmon fat. All that's salmon fat. I'm not making food out of dogs. I'm making. Oh, sorry, bees. I'm making food for dogs. Man, you always made me say dogs for food. Yeah, I don't mind it. Keeps things interesting. Yeah, I'm not normal too. I'm far from normal. That's why I'm streaming. That's why I'm streaming myself making dog food. Duh. No. Food for dogs. That's what I was trying to say. But sometimes I can't talk. Partially because I'm focused on bees being around me. And a lot of them. Man, there's so many of them. Woo! Normal is boring. And boring is dangerous. Just saw a hand? Yeah, okay. Does that fish head look like a human hand to you? Does that chicken breast in there look like a human hand? Oh, these bees are so bad. Oh, shit. Bro, robbed the cemetery. Well, it does make it interesting. It makes it fun. I'm not worried about it. One of my best friends one of my best friends that I work with is a damn good troll. I have a short that's gonna be coming out on the 27th or the 28th that I told him to make a comment on. It's my homeboy Jimmy that I've been talking about, that I haven't had time to get on to any of my streams yet. He's got a really funny burn for that one. Kind of, yeah. I mean, I got the propane on high pretty much. This is a 10-gallon pot. This thing probably weighs like, I don't know, I want to say 120, 130 pounds. And it's also too big for this thing. Am I the Grim Reaper? Yes, you see the knives I use. Fish and chicken cemetery, correct. I'm boiling slop for the dogs. Made out of red salmon, silver salmon, and king salmon bones with some old chicken in there too. Oh yeah. Plus, like the little thing I'm cooking this on, I just got it and I'm also testing it out. Which basically this is also a review on it, because I'm technically doing this. I'm actually in the middle of filming a video. Oh, dogs love fish. I mean, you could also you could technically say this is cat food too. Here's the hand you're seeing. There's the hand you're seeing. Yep, very great for their coats. See, one thing you could also put in here is old, like if you have eggs that you know are starting to get really old, but they're not quite rotten yet, you can just, if you want to, take the whole damn egg and just throw it in there. Thanks, BS. If I had cats, I definitely would be saying this is also cat food. But I don't have any kitties right now, unfortunately, because the landlord is deathly allergic to cats, and he's also a lawyer. So that'll be really bad for everybody if I were to. Sorry, I'm really trying to get at these bees because they're really starting to piss me off. Hi, Lucinda. I'm making dog food. I'm gonna boil it for an indeterminate amount of time. I'm gonna keep it real. What's going on? I'm making dog food. Basically, it's salmon bones, guts, and parts that I processed from other live streams that I did. Yeah, it looks gross, but that's normal. And I put it on the boil, put a bunch of water in this, and now I'm gonna boil it until it's basically liquefied. And after that happens, I'm going to grind it until it turns into a paste, pretty much. Hi, Riva, my one and only member. How's it going? Can you tell everybody if you enjoy all the stuff you're benefiting as a member? Yes, all the bones too. Salmon bones, after you boil them long enough, they're so brittle you can crush them with your hands. Hello from Cape Cod. Awesome. I've been to Cape Cod a couple of times. Mostly flying over it. It was really cool to see from the plane, flying out of Boston. Yeah, let's see the emojis. Show her the emojis. They won't let me put more than just those. Well, Riva, do you have any idea how much it costs to overnight stuff from Alaska to anywhere in the U.S.? It's very expensive. Minimum $50 every single time. I got stuck on there. There's a dead bee. Yeah. Those right there are some emojis. Some wonderful ones I've been growing up at. Some wonderful ones I've seen in the past. How is that even possible? Well, you got to think of that you got to think of like the molecular bonds on like a microscopic level. Over time, those bonds are going to be broken, and eventually they're going to want to break apart. That's how it's like it's decomposing, but you're expediting the process with heat. And your solvent is water. There's no salt added to this. You never add any salt to dog food ever. Yeah, I got an electric fly swatter. I'm killing them as they get near me as best I can, and satisfying myself. Overnight from Alaska. Oh, we do it all the time at work. UPS does it. It's just going to cost you a lot. It's by air freight. So basically it goes from one airport to another, and then it hops on a UPS truck, and it shows up at your front door eventually. Hello from Florida. I bet it's really hot down there. Yeah, Riva's rubbing the membership in you guys' face. It's only $1. Yeah, I think I'm slightly allergic to stings, honestly, because I got stung real bad by some of the Africanized honeybees that live up here, and like these things must have chased me for like half a mile, and I was on a bicycle. I could not get away from these things. Yeah, I lived in Florida for a short period of time, and I couldn't stand that place. I had to leave. You guys hear that? We have Africanized honeybees in Alaska. They're not the same. They're not the same thing as African bees. They're basically the honeybees that can produce honey, but are extremely territorial. And if you get near their hive, they'll chase you for miles. And they'll come at you in a swarm, and they'll sting the living fuck out of you. Like, I got stung so many times in my leg, I was shaking for a couple of hours afterward. Yeah, those bees are not a joke, and I'm 100% certain we have them here. Like, there's no other bee I've ever encountered that does this. Like, there must be 50 bees around me, and I've not gotten stung once. And these things are around here all the time, and I'm killing them constantly. Ooh, what kind of tuna was it? This stuff helps you sleep soundly. Yeah, raw meat. Nice to see you. You guys see that red patch on the side? That's just salmon oil. That's red salmon oil that came out of it. That's where the pigment comes from. Well, most of it. I need to put like a fan out here or something to get these bees to leave me alone, hopefully. Ooh, 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 no, get out. Get away from my hand. Jacuzzi for the fish. Oh, Julie, I have I don't know if you saw it, but I have a video on me grilling some bluefin up the other day. It came out last week. Woo! Ooh, that was a good snap. Yeah, I have so much fish at my house, I really don't. What was it? I have so much fish in my house. If you order something overnight, and it doesn't make it on time, well, depending on where you order stuff from, you got two options. If it doesn't arrive on time, you could request a discount, on a non-perishable item or something like that from UPS or FedEx. If it's a perishable item, let's say frozen, your buddy sent you you ordered some salmon or king crab or something like that online, and it was supposed to be shipped to you frozen, and it arrives 3 days late, thawed out, warm, and smell like ass. You call up whoever you ordered it from, and you basically tell them, okay, I need either a refund or I need a reship, and they either reship you the product and claim it on their insurance, or refund you the money and claim it on their insurance. That's basically how that works out. Yeah, but stuff like that happens all the time. I'm gonna keep it real. That's kind of just how it is. We deal with that at work quite a bit. I mean, not a stupid amount, but I don't. Oh yes. Yeah, there's another dead one. Oh, perfect. Right in the camera. I love it. I also added some, the soup is fishy, yes. It really doesn't smell bad at all. Like, I'm being completely honest here. It really doesn't smell bad. For $1, you can learn tricks of the trade and watch them give the birds the finger. Yeah, steal all my recipes and then make videos and make way more money on it than I ever would. Thanks. Just give credit where credit's due if it's a recipe you've never seen anywhere else. Yeah, I'm used to the fishy smell too. But like, this isn't even that fishy. It's more irony than anything else. Like, yeah, it smells more irony than it does fishy. It's probably because of how much blood was actually in it. Oh, yes. Yellow jackets. Yep, that is correct. They're literally making my skin crawl as they fly past me. I'm cooking up dog food. I don't know what you're asking me, Brother Spitta, but it sounds kind of funny, honestly. Can we get some soup? Are you sure you're gonna want any of this soup? I mean, if you're anemic, this'll fix that this'll fix that in one shot. Yeah, it's breaking apart good now. I'm sorry, Mrs. B, but I'm making dog food. It's not supposed to look perfect. Dog food usually looks pretty gross when you make it. I still don't know what that is. Oh, this I'm boiling whole salmon carcasses and heads for dog food. So it's guts, salmon parts, and all the stuff you don't eat. Yeah, if you were to get some of this, bugs, bees, all of the bees. Yeah, if you were to get some of this, I don't think you would like it. Yeah. This broth would be pretty good if it was, sorted through and it didn't have a bunch of stuff you don't want to eat in it. Because what was it? There's a bunch of like old salmon heads and stuff like that in here. Well, I don't care what they are, but I want them all to die. They look like bees, but they're not trying to sting me, but they're annoying enough to where I have to start killing them. It would probably taste sour, brother. I don't know what you're saying, but still. Yep. What's up, DB? This is my back's doing okay. Like, it's gonna hurt off and on just because of what I do for work and what I do outside of work. I mean, whether or not they're wasps or bees or not, I don't care. I want them all to go away. And I really don't know where they're all coming from. Oh yeah, I stand all the time. Standing isn't what makes my back hurt. It's using the POV mount makes my back hurt really bad because I have to like arch my back for long periods of time. Hold on. Oh, I think I know where their hide is now. It might be in like the corner, like the very corner of the house up there. Because there's a bunch of them just flying around that little corner up there. How you doing, Maria? Nice to see you. My favorite type of bee is called the carpenter bee. Because they live in little holes in trees. And they have no stinger, and they pollinate way, way, way more. I can't see the hive, but it might be inside the structure. They pollinate so much more than honeybees do, it's ridiculous. No, we have bees here. Oh, we definitely have bees. Doo-doo soup. Doo-doo for Fido. This is Doge head. Yeah, this is Doge soup. We're boiling down Doge soup to make Dogecoin. So right now, technically, I'm actually in the middle of filming a video because I will put this onto YouTube, like the live stream. But I'm gonna download it and then, you know, incorporate it into the actual video itself. And make that part of the edit, you know what I'm saying? Iron protein rich Doge soup. Doge stew, correct. I've been stung by a bee before. I really hate that. I just, because they're flying so fast and I don't want to look at them, I just want them to be gone. I really can't tell the difference between the two sometimes. Especially when, wants it. Yeah, I need a double bee suit. Bees in the Arctic, correct. Oh, in the pot is salmon heads, carcasses, guts. And do people realize what honey actually is? I did not know that fact. That's pretty cool. No, it does not tickle. I'm pretty sure bees, it's basically, yeah, regurgitated puke many times. Oh, stung in the mouth? Bro, that sucks. Bees, yeah, bee spit, kind of. If the spit came from their stomach, yes. Yeah, I don't doubt this is gonna not be good. Turn the boiling up. I actually like using honey as a natural rooting hormone, you know, for plants and stuff like that. It's really good if you're doing like basil. There's a dead bee in there. There's a dead one in there right there. It's really good if you're doing oof. Oh man, these things make my skin crawl. It's really good if you're doing cuttings of anything or clones. You know, clones, if you know what I'm saying. Honey is good for me in really small amounts, but other than that, I don't really like that. Someone's hitting on you, Julie. Yeah, the eye knows what you did last summer. Oh, awesome. Well, the cool thing, you're welcome. The cool thing about honey is because it has a little bit higher pH, so it's quite acidic. I'm pretty sure the rooting hormone, the acid like stimulates some type of hormone in the plant to grow roots of some kind. I'm not 100% sure on the science of that, but I'm one of those people where I don't really care about the science as long as it works. It knows something. Yes. Okay, banana. That's a little much. Come on. You don't need to do that. Yes, I'm in Alaska. Trying to whack at these bugs however much I can. No, I've never been to Hyder. I'm not sure where that is. The furthest north I've been in Alaska is Denali. Yeah, I've only really been out that way just to cross over the border. I haven't gone out that way to do anything else. So if I've been to the town or if I've driven through it, I don't know. I highly doubt I have though. Yeah, I definitely never been there. I never used medical grade honey. I couldn't even tell you how that would work. Yes, this is catch, boil, and release. Catch, jacuzzi, and release salmon. Now, medical grade honey would be sterilized and like ultra refined or something like that. Because it's gotta be free of like all particulate down to like a certain parts per million or some crazy shit like that. Freedom, that is the best idea I've heard all day. If anybody watching the stream ever gets, attention from can ever get the attention of that vegan teacher, refer her to me. I want to see her react to me fucking some fish up or punch it in the head repeatedly, like in some of my shorts you'll be seeing very soon, which Riva definitely knows about. Okay, that sounds cool, Lucinda. I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, if you're just joining the stream, how are you? I'm making dog food. We're making some pretty good progress. I got the boil up on high. I'm killing the bugs around me with my electric fly swatter, and I'm having fun. For this dog food, we're actually gonna be using this to cut the store-bought dog food. So that's gonna act as the fiber component for the food itself. Because there's so much filler in those, you don't really need more filler. Oh, that's pretty good. Cow food. I mean, worst case, it's pig food. But I don't have pigs. Oh, shit. Yeah. The particle size is getting smaller and smaller. You know, if I can't break it down all the way, then I can't break it down all the way. It's whatever. Three dogs. The fatty that's in the thumbnail of this live stream, a big black dumb dog that's wearing a tuxedo that I really want to get a little red bow tie for, because he likes to sit up all proper and distinguished sometimes. And a very small dog that has like 2-inch long legs and has a huge attitude, but she is adorable and she's a little baby. So I'm not sure if honey actually does prevent scars, like prevent some scarring. I'm not totally sure about that. Was it like what kind of cut did you put it on? Was it just like a surface abrasion? What is it, like a deeper gouge? Was it like a scrape, like a road burn or rug burn or something? Yeah, I'm making dog food, by the way. If anybody, you know, no scar. Okay. So I mean, the one problem I've been having, it's not so bad now, but I have like this contact dermatitis I get. This contact dermatitis I get on my wrist, just my left wrist. Yeah, it gets dark. Just doesn't get dark right now. It gets a little dark for a little bit, but not too much. It's gonna get pretty dark here at some point, and at some point you'll see me ice fish, and it'll probably get dark during the live stream, or I'll just fish while it's still light outside. Who knows? It's 7:32 here, but no, I what was it? I'm pretty sure it really starts getting dark. I know the days are getting shorter now, but it's going to start getting really dark here in the next month or so. Like the nights are actually going to start getting longer, if you know what I mean by that. You guys get a good look at it. That might be a hornet. I really don't know. Oh, I forgot, Seppi, you're in Sweden. Quebec, Niels i Vermont, Bordeaux. I lived in Vermont for a little bit. It was all right. They tax the shit out of you there like they do in Canada. The gas prices are ridiculous. Yellow jackets or wasps. All right, yeah. All right, and then there's a bunch of wasps and shit around me. And they will not fuck off. Oof. There's a couple of dead wasps in here that are getting boiled that happen to be unfortunate enough to get zapped right before they landed in it. A chunk of flesh or what? What'd you do? Get shot and grazed by a 50 cal? Damn. Holy shit. I mean, I've like nearly chopped the stump off before. I've almost chopped the stump off before, but you can't see the scar somehow, because at one point I could see like through this part of my thumb. How's everybody's night going? Anybody got anything interesting going on? Princess, this is I'm making dog food. I'm making dog food out of salmon bones. Well, salmon bones. There's also guts and some old salmon heads and stuff like that in here. It looks gross, but it really doesn't smell bad at all. It smells like slightly irony fish stock. It's gonna be good for the dogs. That's why I'm doing this outside, because I don't want to make my house smell like cooked liver, boiled sour fish liver. Damn, thunder and lightning. I actually forgot. You guys get a lot of really like erratic weather over there. This thing, the fly swatter, is that what you're talking about, Rita? Riva, excuse me. Seppi's in Sweden. Since Julie mentioned she would love to see the dogs eat it, I have a video I'm actually going to be making a video on how I'm making this. Technically, I'm in the middle of making it right now. So guess what? This whole stream is going to be in the video. Yay! Calgary or Edmonton? You can tell I've been to Calgary before because that's how they pronounce it in Calgary. Just like how I got corrected by a border patrol officer when I said Regina wrong. He's like, "Oh, you mean Regina?" Oh, that's how you pronounce it? Yeah, it's pronounced Regina. And like he was smiling while he said it. It was hilarious. We had a very good laugh at the border, and then we crossed in. That was probably the coolest Canadian border patrol officer I've ever come into contact with. Yep, bro. I forgot all about this, but this is Regina. Regina is where Ryan Reynolds is from. I pulled over at a gas station, and there's a little sign, just this little random ass sign right on the side of the road, in front of a cornfield that said the birthplace of Ryan Reynolds. I shit you not. That's exactly what it said. And then it just hit me. I remember hearing that name in Deadpool. Oh, damn. That sucks, Lucinda. Yeah, but in Italy, that's probably Regina, something like that. Was it? Did you get a? What was it? Did you actually get a? You get a tetanus shot? You good on that? You're not gonna get some lockjaw because that shit can kill you. Yeah, my girlfriend's learning Italian. I just pronounce it that way because I just assume so, and I want to do this because it's more Italian if you do this. That is the rule. Ha. Regina, vagina. That sounds like a spoof, but I kind of want to watch it just because it sounds stupid. More than likely, you probably get it at the adult bookstore. If anybody's ever heard of the movie Caligula, it might be like that. It's supposed to be, history and historical and educational, but it's just a glorified porno. A high-budget glorified porno. Oh, yeah. You see all the rib bones and stuff breaking down in there? Yes, it takes 4 quarters. Oh, yes. Yep. Only 4 quarters. Because nothing takes $1. Almost nothing costs $1 nowadays. And then you get really good emojis to go along with it and a whole lot more coming. Yeah, I'm gonna grind it up after it's cooked. I gotta figure out an effective method. I also have to let this cool first. So that I would have to wait to do that until tomorrow. I would not have a choice. But I'd like to be able to boil as much of the water out of this as possible. You know what? Actually using a colander to strain the big bits out. Actually, that's not a bad idea, Princess. Son of a bitch. If I was actually thinking about doing that, if I were to use a colander, strain the big bits out, boil the liquid down, and then just what was it? Boil the liquid down, grind the hard bits up, incorporate it, and then just boil it down to the consistency that I want. It looks like mud water, but it's dog food. The dogs can smell it no matter what. They were going nuts at first. Now they've calmed down because they've gotten used to the smell. Now they're just sleeping in the house. I don't know if lingonberries grow wild here. In the future, whenever I have my own land, I plan on growing my own because I want to have my own like perennial food forest where I can establish a bunch of stuff and basically just keep harvesting it, and then it grows, and then the food output just grows exponentially with less and less maintenance over time. Some people say I'm crazy for that because of how much investment and time you have to wait. You have to make up front, and there's a lot of variables in between that. Yeah, I don't care what people say. I know that's gonna work for me. And salmon berries are delicious. I have some of those in my freezer. I need to make another gudok video, actually. Yeah, that'll be sick. That right there is the real fast food. Pick it off the tree and eat it. Enjoy it, move on to the next one, pick it off the tree and eat it. The menu is everything that stands in front of you that you know is good to eat. Stuff on the menu that you should avoid is stuff that's not good to eat yet or way past prime. If it's past prime, it's on sale. If it's on sale, it goes to... Shut the fuck up. Sorry. If it's on sale, it goes to the animals and it goes to the compost pile. If it's not on sale, it stays. Stays. I'm using this as a pointer. You get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car, like that. That'd be sick. I know. Yeah, some of it go to the. There would be no waste on that damn farm. Yes, condense it. I will condense it somehow, but I gotta do it with heat. I heard people do have lingonberry people use lingonberries like they're cranberries here. And honestly, lingonberries are way better because cranberries are kind of bullshit. Most of the cranberry stuff you get in the store nowadays isn't even cranberry to begin with. They sell lingonberry jam in the stores here. But I bet lingonberry on the meatballs is the same sort of value as Americans using cranberry sauce and turkey. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I just had to grab something real quick. So this way I can plug my phone in. And an extra bedroom for Reva. I'll plug my external battery in. Extra bedroom for what? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If I could manage it, what I would like to do is if I could build my own house and had all the money and all that stuff I would need, I'd want to build something called an earth integrated house. And if you've never heard of that before, don't be surprised. It's not a normal house, but it's very, very functional. You basically build your house slightly underground, and you integrate the earth around and over it. So that way, when you look at the house from the side, depending on the angle you look at it at, you'll never see it. Yeah, we have raspberry, a couple different types of blueberries. We have cloudberries, but they're kind of hard to find. The moose here are not to be trifled with. They are not scared of you. Well, they are scared, but they are not afraid to. They don't really want to back off. Let's put it that way. I know that those houses are unbelievably efficient and they're very, very cozy. I've been in one. Like the guy did a really nice job. Dark lingonberries are like a dark red color. The dark blue color is we have those. They're Alaskan blackberries. They're not Alaskan blueberries. They're not the same as normal blueberries. They taste very different. And they have like a shiny to somewhat powdery skin on the outside, depending on how much they've been washed. But those houses are so sick. Yeah, we have bears around here too, but I've never seen a wolf around Anchorage. We've driven a lot of those away. Not me personally, but just us as humans, and hunted a lot of them. Even though wolves have never really been a threat to humans for like in any huge capacity, as far as I know. Yeah, that'd be cool. Make a couple of videos. That'd be sick. Say, what state do you live in right now, Reva? Sorry, I'm killing bugs. That'd be cool. Swatting the bugs away, trying to. Oh, I just saw your message, Lucinda. Lucinda, Handsome is Lucinda's cat. He's a very old kitty. If you go to her channel and look at her profile picture, that's Handsome. Handsome's a good kitty. He probably likes to sit on the windowsill and look. And then open and shut his eyes very, very slowly. We have meteors going on tonight. Oh wait, I probably wouldn't be able to see it because I'm at the top of the world. I'm at the top of the world, mother. Saskatoon. There's so many strange names. Like so many strange and hilarious names in Canada. Not just of places, but things in general. Like the $1 and $2 coin, the loony and the toonie. I mean, first time I heard that I was really young. Zachary from Calgary. What's going on? I'm in Anchorage, Alaska. But yeah, the loony and the toonie to me was just such a... just the way it sounds is hilarious, because when I first heard it, I was like 7. And it was my first time ever going to Canada, and I liked watching Looney Tunes a lot. And I still think it's a funny sounding name today. Dildo is a town, city. Yeah, I've heard of that. That shit's hilarious. So, oh man, I kind of want to make fun of the Edmonton Oilers a little bit, because that's what hockey fans do. But at least you're not from Toronto. How you doing, Mac? I'm making dog food. If you're wondering what's in here, this is red salmon bones, silver salmon heads, some king salmon bones, some an old piece of chicken that I found in the freezer, just some other random stuff. It's breaking down really nicely. Yeah, I've been at this for, oh boy, I couldn't tell you what time I started this at. I probably started doing this at about 2 o'clock. It's probably on fire now. That's funny. I say that about Detroit all the time. Yep, dog food. Boil it down until you liquefy it, and then you grind it. I'm going to be making a whole video on this pretty soon. Hey, let's get this up to 30 likes, everybody. Yeah. I really want to make Handsome a batch of biscuits. If you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, there's forest fires in Newfoundland. Oh, okay. Well, Detroit's on fire for a completely different reason. Because they're putting it on fire. I am not drinking anything, Jorge, right now. Well, actually, I'm drinking a Polar Pop. Dr. Pepper. Damn. Could you imagine if you were born in Dildo? Where were you born? Oh, I was born in Dildo. I can only imagine somebody from Newfoundland finally figuring that out. They first learned what a dildo is. Completely unaware as to what everybody else refers to that as. Yeah. $25,000 fine. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you pay that much in taxes every year. Alicia, I am making dog food for my dogs. What was it? What was the cause of the forest fire? Was it human negligence or was it natural? because I have a feeling it was human negligence this time. We had a forest fire here called the Sockeye fire in Alaska. I don't exactly know when it was, but it was caused by somebody that was they had like a campfire going on. Yeah, they had a campfire going on, and something got out of control, and then they started brush firing, and it expanded from there. I'm pretty sure the people that started it went to prison, but from what I know, the area has recovered very well. Yeah, I think human errors are getting worse because people in general are just becoming more naive and more dumb when it comes to woods etiquette. As in, don't burn down your ecosystem. I guess they don't really teach that in school anymore. Somebody needs to recontract Smokey the Bear. No, I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to live that down either. But yeah, thanks, Vitamin. I appreciate it. These dogs are gonna be very happy whenever this is done. I'm really hoping when I'm done making this video, it does well when it gets released. Only you can prevent forest fires. Only the school system can educate people on how to not be retarded. Only you can prevent forest fires. Get Bill Cosby to do some community service to get a couple of days taken off his sentence. Only you. The other day, I actually have a pretty funny Bill Cosby joke for all you guys you can use. Let's say you're having a really upset stomach after you've eaten some, I don't know, Taco Bell, or if you have the problem of being lactose intolerant, and after you've eaten the stuff that you're not supposed to be eating, let's say you're at work and you gotta tell somebody that you're going to the restroom because you're in a retail setting or something like that. Just turn to the person next to you and say, "Hey, I gotta go run Bill Cosby through the wood chipper. I'll be right back." Just say that to them and watch their reaction. They'll understand. I think I heard of the Jasper fire. That name sounds familiar, but it's also possible that a buddy of mine is named Jasper. Yes, it does sound like vagina. And it is pronounced Regina. I don't know, but whoever named it, they must have been a little bit of a practical jokester. Just a little bit. Like whoever named Newfoundland Dildo. Or the couple of really hilarious town names in Germany. Those trees were dead. Yep. That pine beetle fucked everything up. If you were to find a dead tree with pine beetle like rows under the bark and you take all of it off and like stain it, it looks really cool. It's like art, but it's created by bugs. And the bugs look really cool, but keep those fucking things out of here. What about Virginia or Virginia? I forgot about Virginia. It's just a small town that's in Massachusetts. It was named after some guy that came from Virginia, but he loved Massachusetts so much that he wanted to really embrace themselves in their culture, and he wanted to, bring Virginia to New England. So what he did was he adapted it to their language. So he took the Virginia name and just took the R out of it. And then you got Virginia. See? That's a history lesson and a half right there. Because if you think about it, in New England, well, in Massachusetts, they don't really use the letter R. Like car, water, car keys. Ah, shit, I left my car keys in my other set of cat keys. And even if they say it in the first part of even if the R is the first thing, they kind of have to really try and say it like Rhonda, red. They gotta it's like they're trying to pronounce it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, at least you're not a New Yorker. I've been in New York City a couple of times. I'll never go back there ever again. I hated it. Coffee. Or Starbucks. If I keep doing this too long, I'm going to start sounding like Mark Wahlberg. God, shit. I can't say Mark Wahlberg in the Massachusetts accent. Lucinda? What did you think of how they looked under the bark? Did it at least look cool at all? Like, did you? Because I see a lot of really beautiful things, and I see a lot of really beautiful things in nature, and to me, that's really beautiful looking. Hey, Charlie, you want to go downtown and get some hookers? I just wanted to say it like that. Sorry. Okay. Ooh. I'm literally able to crush the heads. Crush up the... Yeah. I'm like smushing it all inside the pot now. Because the heads are coming apart. And it's really starting to, really can liquefy now. There's some stuff that is stuck to the bottom of this. I'm not really worried about it. If you were here earlier in the stream, you would see that there's a whole lot of, a lot of big bones in there. Now it's really starting to break apart. The particle size will get smaller and smaller. And then eventually I won't have to grind it up too much. Now, believe it or not, I actually threw one other type of fish in here, a whole fish that I had sitting in my freezer. Hell yeah, Seppi, thank you very much. My second member, and also I think you're the very first person to ever give me a super chat. Hells yeah. Now Seppi's got access to all the shorts and the videos that I have, the shorts and the video that I have up right now, and I know he's gonna love he's gonna love most of it. Especially the one that I'm punching, some of the ones where I'm punching fish in the head. Because that's always fun to watch. I could definitely tell what your favorite emoji is right now. Of course when I'm talking about something, something gross, it's got to be Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber. It has to be. Hell yeah. There's yeah, go and binge through them, man. Have at it. Knock yourself out. Not literally, but if you happen to knock yourself out while you're watching my videos, that just means you fall asleep while you're watching my videos, which is all good. I just realized we're at 30 likes, everybody. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. I'm surprised I have not had to change the propane tank. I'm using the one that's less full right now. It's I don't exactly know how much is left in this, because I've had it for quite a while. Yeah, I got it. And yeah, I have another propane tank on standby that has a lot more propane in it, you know, in case I need it, which I probably will at some point. So no matter what, I have enough propane to do all this. Oh, this could easily feed 10 dogs at once. I just wouldn't want to give them to them, you know, as a soup. How you doing, Haywood? What's going on, bro? You saw a wine bottle in a box? Wow. So it was just like full of pine beetles, like the entire thing? Like they were all just like crammed in there or something? Let's get this. Actually, no, it was not the tilapia. I forgot about that. No, it's actually a whole pompano. It's another soft bone fish. I was gonna use some other fish with this, like some frozen snapper I had in my freezer, some whole frozen snapper. But I got a little hesitant because it's a hard bone fish, and they're very, very spiny. So I didn't want to accidentally get like spikes and stuff in there if I didn't get the chance to grind it down. The tilapia, I would have the same like issue with that, because that's a hard bone fish that's spiny as well. But salmon bones, they're so damn brittle, you don't need it. But if you look up what a pompano looks like, it's Pompano. That's the type of fish I put in there. I just put one in there. You'll see it in the video you'll see it in the video about this when it comes out. Dog food, yes. It's been boiling for quite a while. I saw the other day when you caught the last trout on the last stream. Oh yeah. Yeah, you saw that. You saw the fatty. I'm gonna try and make a clean and cook on that as well. I'm hopefully gonna be able to do that tomorrow. Or yeah, probably tomorrow, hopefully. And I'm just gonna have to do the best I can to get as much work done as I can, because I have to work tomorrow too. Shit out of me. One of those bugs went right into my face. Shred the chicken up somehow. Oh yeah. There's no like visible whole pieces of fish in here anymore. Not a single head. They're all broken down. The gills are broken down. The spines are broken down. I can't find a single collarbone in there. Nothing. That's good. That is awesome. The neighbor's cat wants to share. Well, I don't share. Well, I do share with the cat. Yes, I'm the guy that works at the fish plant. Yes. The dogs do eat kibble now. I'm going to be using this to cut the kibble. Basically, I'm going to be stomping on my dog's product, in so many words. Yeah, I'm a potty mouth all the time. Yes, and I'm definitely still underpaid. That's for damn sure. But thank you for remembering. I appreciate it. People from Vegas gambling and oh, I can only imagine how big that community is. Yeah, the eyes have disappeared pretty much, which is exactly what I was not hoping for. Exactly what was going to happen. From a oh wow. No, I'm not repressing it. I'm basically I'm gonna by cutting the dog food, I meant I'm supplementing this with the dog food. That's a more coherent way to put it rather than just trying to make it sound funny by saying I'm cutting my dog's product. I was trying to say it like that to sound like I'm in a cartel. No. It's called humor. Stepping on dog food and repressing. Yeah, I'm in Anchorage, Alaska. Oh, Morty. What's going on, man? Hey, where's Rick? Is he drunk again? Oh, wait, no, he's always drunk. Is he too drunk again? That's a better question. I'm boiling dog food. Oh, yes. We're both on the same track, yes. I'm just having a brain fart because I'm dumb sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna press these down into little cookies like this. They're gonna look kind of white when they're done, and I'm gonna wrap them in little cling film, put a little happy smiley face on it. They're gonna be about 60, 80 bucks a piece, but they'll be really good. They're gonna sell real fast. Yeah, I know. Fish head smoothies, yes. Rick and Morty's dope. I love how that show's such a mind fuck sometimes, bro. Like you by the end of the show, it's not even the same Rick and Morty that started that motherfucker. It's like they're nowhere near the original. They're like 50 different dimensions removed from the original. It's just that they're so similar you can barely tell the difference. It's insane. I mean, one of those writers definitely did a lot of hallucinogens at some point. I turned part of your homework into dog treats, and I used the other half and rolled it up and smoked it. Sold some of it to my customers. Now pass that. Yeah. Now pass the microphone and shut up. If anybody understands what I'm saying. I know not a lot of people are watching this at a time, but I'm not worried about that. I really just did this so I could also get like extra content for the video that I'm going to be making later. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you only jumped one universe, but do you realize that the microorganisms in the universe in one and the other are way different? That's why the bodies aren't disappearing, dumbass. They don't break down stuff from this dimension. It's only that one. Oh, jeez. You know, you really should have smoked pot in high school, Morty. You really would have had a much better time. You would have had worse grades, but you definitely you would have at least gotten laid at prom. You're a goddamn disgrace. Yeah, but paying some chick named Big Bertha to do it doesn't count. She was also 50 and she had no hair. Oh, sorry, honey. We're joking around. We're joking around about Rick and Morty. We're role playing on Rick and he's Morty. Well, his name is Morty. Yeah, I bet that Space Weaver is pretty good stuff. My favorite strain is blue purple ding dong from the Gleeborg Nebula. I'm just making stuff up. Does anybody remember the episode from South Park when the boys get abducted by aliens because they're trying to get their Kama Gain sphere back? I'm making dog food. I can see through time, man. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you can. Especially after you ate a 10 strip. Rick and Morty is definitely is 100% worth the watch. But it's all right, Nate. It looks like slop, and it is. I'm actually in the middle of making a video right now. Squanching. Yeah, I'm actually in the middle of making a video. I'm going to be using this to basically, I'm making a whole video on how I'm making this. I'm not gonna. You got to get Swifty in here. No, I'm not doing that. But yeah, I'm making this into dog food, and I'm gonna make a whole video on it. The hard part's gonna be grinding all of this stuff. Hey, Moritan, is that your profile picture? I think I know what that is. That is the first ever picture of a black hole, if I'm not mistaken. I somewhat remember what that looks like, which is pretty sick. Wubba up a dub dub. It's funny how that works. I kind of remember that episode right before Bird person got killed. Chuck a cup? No, because I will the accretion disc. Yes, that's what I meant. Yes, but it's still the photo I'm thinking of. Phoenix person. I don't remember the name. I don't remember his name. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever really want to go to Hawaii. Maybe I might visit there. I don't really know. Just started school yesterday. Nice. What grade are you in? He came back. Alrighty. Nice. You're almost to high school. By that time, you'll realize that middle school kind of sucks. Unless you already know that. In that case, good for you. Yeah, it's all salmon bones with a little bit of like chicken and stuff like that. I've been boiling for quite a while now. A cruise to Alaska is absolutely worth it. Just don't do it on Carnival because they're, ghetto and kind of sketchy nowadays. High school sucks, yeah. I didn't even like college when I went to college. There's too many distractions, and like the school I went to is just, I didn't realize there was so many like really woke, like, I know that I think the whole woke thing kind of started right when I was in college, maybe. No. It wasn't a term back then, but you could kind of see it on people. Really woke and liberal and just like, yeah. Oh, they're soft. They're soft, but not as soft as they should be because you can still see bone. You can still see a lot of bones. The rib bones are gonna take a little bit to quite a bit to boil down because they're a little bit more. They got a little bit more flex to them. So, yeah. I've always seen rib bones being probably one of the last things to break down in these things. 09? No, it wasn't. No, I wasn't in college then. How you doing, XOXO? I'm making dog food. Doge food. Good night, Munchie. I'm making Doge food. Food for Doges. I'm making Doge food so I can buy Dogecoin. This is how Dogecoin is made. I'm making my own counterfeit Dogecoin. That's how it works. Yes, this is how I Doge. Excuse me. Hi. Where you going? Alaska is quite expensive. Sorry, I gotta look through the thing. I'm making dog food. Yes. 7 Doges. You woke up on the front lawn from your house 2 blocks away. You know what? I unfortunately I've kind of done something like that before. It was very embarrassing, but luckily it was my friend's house I woke up at. Alaska is really pretty, but yes, it is expensive, and sometimes it is kind of hard to make money up here, just because of how everything is. I don't know what Salamat is. Or maybe you're trying to say salmon, but you're just misspelling it horribly, intentionally. I really don't know. Yep. You're definitely correct about that, 570. What came first, the cooler orange or the fruit orange? I don't know what cooler orange you would talk about, but I would imagine the fruit orange. Color orange. I've never heard of the color orange. Color orange. Oh, what came first, the color orange or the oh, the color orange, definitely. The color orange came before the fruit. I mean, the name for orange had to come from somewhere. And oranges are a man-made hybridized fruit that we've basically normalized now. You know, stemming from the citron family. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, let me think. Alligators came first. Alligators and crocodiles and dinosaurs. They all came before chickens did. Because they're basically little dinosaurs. Same thing with geese and ducks. Grant the Outdoorsman. A wise man once said, "We are not horses, we're humans, and humans are..." Did he just like lose his train of thought at the end and then just kept on riding or something? Or just, and humans are. As in, humans are just meant to be. I think that might be where your drift is going on that. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Hey, let's get this stream up to 50 likes, everybody. Come on. 15 people watching, there's 35 likes. I know we can get up to 50 at that point. I never saw that movie. A busy bee. I think that's what that is, a busy bee. Oh, a maybe. Well, I'm about to start throwing shit. Not getting that simple joke. Oh. See, I never really watched a lot of Squid Games. The best Squid Games type of thing I ever saw that wasn't Squid Games is a song by a group called Hard Bass School. Hard bass, one word, and then school. The thumbnail has like a red communist sort of like guy on it that looks like he's in the Squid Games. It's a good song. How did the picture end up in jail? Ah, yes, it was framed. I would have gotten that one. Oh, excuse me. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because it damn well wanted to. Or even better, why did the chicken cross the road? Because it wanted to get away from you. You know, not you personally, but still. Are we doing riddles? Nope, just dumb jokes. How about this? Why did the deer get hit by a semi-truck? I'll let you guys think about that for a second because I just thought of this one just now. So I'm pretty sure it's original. I'm pretty sure it's original. The Don, that's not correct. This I'm making dog food right now. I'm at home. All right, good night, Lucinda. But yeah, To answer the question, that's not the correct answer, Nate, but that's a good one. The answer to the question to why did the truck get hit? Why did the deer get hit by a semi truck? Is because it went to court and now it has to pay child support. Kind of a not very tasteful joke, but I thought it was funny. All right, cool. Somebody got it. No, it's not getting personal. Well, you're in Sweden, so I don't know if they have child support. I don't know if they have child support laws in Sweden. So yeah. Have a great night, Lucinda. Make some biscuits for Handsome for me. No, I'm making dog food. This is mostly salmon bones. It's starting to get a little darker now, but still fairly light out. They're all breaking down. There's a liver in there. You can see all the rib bones and all the little bits of feather bone and stuff like that. Those are all breaking down very nicely. Yeah. Okay, I didn't know what the whole thing was. Any gay support jokes? I've never heard of gay support. What are you talking about by gay support? Like can you say frizzle dizzle? Can I say frizzle dizzle? I'm sure I can. Of course I can. Are we doing adult jokes? I mean, you can make any joke an adult joke. I'm killing more bugs. What kind of concert only costs 45 cents? I don't know. Which one? Oh, Jess M, that's funny. A gay one? A 50-cent concert. Bro, why didn't I think of that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, once Nickelback shows up, then it's pretty much worthless. So, yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. Trying to kill all these all these things. That's pretty good. I'm really trying my very best to kill as many of these hornets and whatever as possible. Yep, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's a very that's a pretty elementary math joke a little bit. I know a lot of jokes. The problem is they're mostly way too graphic for most people. Like I'll give you guys a really good question, and I want to see if I'm not going to give you the answer to it, but I'm going to see if anybody can answer it correctly with the answer I'm thinking of, And here it is by the end of the stream. Can anybody answer? What is the world's longest running joke? You've got an indeterminate amount of time to see if you can say what I'm thinking. Or whenever I end up ending this stream. You're very nice, yes. You can add your G, A's, and Y's. I can only imagine where you learned that from. It is too tired. That is correct. I mean, if it's, yeah. Why can't a unicycle stand up? This joke is a little bit too, this joke is way too educated for you guys, I just realized. The answer is because it only has one tire. One, W-A-N, means out of energy, tired, blah, blah, blah. It's the same kind of jokes, just, you know, twice as intelligent, half as funny. What's up? What's up? Thank you for the support, Jess. I appreciate it. Yay. The chicken crossing the road. The chicken's crossing the road because it didn't want to have any more chicks. It can't support all these things. It's going to find new land out California way. You know what? That makes a lot of sense. Water is wet. Well, is water wet? Well, technically without something being wet, it can't have moisture on it. But water is the moisture. So, really something's only wet if it was dry previously. So if you really think about it, no, water is not wet. Why was Tiger's head in the toilet? Because he did way too much yak. Maybe. It takes one because it just takes one because it's a simple job. One light bulb. And it takes one to do a light bulb. Correct. Water is not wet. Oh, he was looking for poo. Damn it. Yes, this guy. The Indian special. You know how you can replicate an Indian accent without trying? Replace all of your T's with D's in a sentence. Instead of saying, don't tell me what to do, you say, don't tell me what to do. See? Simple. It's automatic. I've done this to a couple of my friends and they speak Hindi and they think it's hilarious. Yeah. Only Juan. Do I speak gay? Oh my God, no. Why are you just assuming that for me all the time? God. Gotta throw in the head shake. Why did the computer rest after the road trip? Yeah, it definitely had a hard drive. It had a hard drive and it got rammed. Don't forget about getting rammed. You guys are fun. I'm really liking this. Hey, everybody, let's get this stream up to 50 likes. Why the gay boil water for an hour? It's been actually, the stream is 2 hours, And before this, I was trying to boil it for another hour or two before that. So, to make dog food. Thanks, Jess. You're so supportive. Whenever I get the chance to, I'm going to give you a banana sticker. Just like Toki got in Death Clock. Or no, all the guys got in Death Clock from their therapist. Because they didn't want gold stars, they wanted banana stickers. Probably because it's way more metal. Oh, man. Awaken, awaken, awaken. No. Don't tell me what to do. So what you up to? What's everybody up to tonight? It's starting to get darker up here now. Killing as many bugs as I possibly can. It's been a pretty fun day so far. Oh. That must have been, I don't know that reference for Death Clock. What is colloquially considered everybody's favorite character in Death Clock? Because everybody, I mean, mine, it's got to be Murderface. Like, he's got to be to me he's got to be the funniest character in that whole show. That guy's a riot. But does anybody have any questions for me? Sorry, I was trying to kill a bug. I've been whacking bugs like crazy out here, and I got quite a few of them. Looks like a lot of them gone to sleep. Not entirely to sleep, just a dirt nap. So, Jess, you got any hilarious gay questions for me so you can keep, perpetuating your gay ass questions? Teal, what's going on, man? I'm making dog food. I've been boiling this for a couple of hours now. And it's going pretty good. I think I added a little bit too much water to this, but that's okay. I kind of have a plan to make this work. Somebody in the chat actually suggested to me earlier that I basically strain out all the big bits because I want to grind it all up, strain the big bits out, grind it, and incorporate it back into this, and then keep boiling the shit out of it, which is a great idea. No, I'm making dog food. It's salmon carcasses, guts, some old fish from the freezer, and a little bit of chicken. It's just whatever I can get my hands on. Technically I'm in the middle of making a video for this because I'm gonna include all of this in the video itself. Not obviously not unedited because that would just be stupid. But yeah, I actually started with about, I want to say 70 or 80 pounds of fish scraps. Like scrap, I mean whatever, whatever I threw in here. This is for 3 dogs of 3 different sizes. The thumbnail of this live stream is one of them. That is the dumb fat dog. And then there's a big dumb dog, and then there's a little dog. The big dog I know will eat it. The fat one I know is definitely gonna eat it. If I can get it down to a pace, that'd be cool. But I'm always running short on time, so we can see. I'll work with what I got. I know I won't have to boil this down like a ton, but it's gonna be a lot. But yeah, the little dog is the only one that I don't think I think she'll eat it. No, it's still not done yet. Hold on 1 second, I'll show you. This all hasn't broken down just enough yet. Obviously, you're still gonna have some fins and bones and stuff that haven't quite liquefied down to where I wanted them to. And then after that, I gotta grind all of it. So this is nowhere near done. This is a very lengthy process, and most people think it's kind of gross. I don't think it's that gross. I think I'm just using everything I got. But for the 4 people that are on, who's watching still? Oh, so many of them. Oh yeah. Thanks, Charles. I guess everybody that's in the couple people that are in chat are just bots. Besides Jess and Tio. Jess because she can't stop asking how gay I am, and and Tio obviously is real. The fish I'm using is red salmon bones mostly. I do have some or sockeye salmon bones. I do have some coho and some king salmon bones in here. I'm making dog food, homemade dog food. I'm gonna be using this to cut into other dog food too. So that way I can save my girlfriend and I some money. And make the dogs happy and hopefully have them be a little more compliant with our demands. Extortion. It's the American way. I know, I don't have the dog. The dogs are inside right now. I don't want them getting near this, right? I don't want them getting near this, and my girlfriend is taking them out on the other side of the house. The dogs are sometimes quite rambunctious, and I don't want them to accidentally, bump into this thing, and then, basically a disaster would happen. And, I wouldn't want that to happen. I'd be too paranoid, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't accusing anybody of being a bot either. I was actually joking around with other people. Well, joking around with Charles there that just said nobody. I joke around a lot. It's just what I do. Shit. Killing as many of these stupid bugs as possible because they're really getting on my nerves. They've been on my nerves for a long time now. There's got to be a nest in there somewhere. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a really good night. Oh boy. I'm getting a little bit tired, but that's okay. What I'd like to do is try and figure out how to get, if I could get this to work So that way I can put it in the fridge at work and then take it back home tomorrow, you know, and finish it off or whatever. That'll be cool. But I don't know if I'll be able to do that. It's not going to get cold enough tonight for me to just leave this outside. We're not quite in that part of that time of year yet, where you can just kind of just use outside as a refrigerator, which is great for up here. It's nice living in a cold place. You don't have to worry about leaving, you know, during most of the year, I don't have to worry about leaving food in my car without it spoiling. I just have to worry about stuff that I don't want to freezing. Anybody got any questions for me? Or hilarious questions, jokes, something? What you got? Yeah. Our dogs do eat pretty good most of the time. I'm in Anchorage, Alaska. What's your favorite type of rockfish to eat? That's a good question for you. Because some people say they're all exactly the same. I happen to know they aren't. So I like to get people's opinions on it because it's always different. When last time you ate salmon, Tio, what type of salmon was it? Was it real salmon or was it Atlantic salmon? Atlantic farm raised salmon, because that stuff's not real salmon. I call it plastic salmon. With how artificial that stuff is, it basically is plastic. Rockfish. Well, I was asking Doug. Doug says he's going fishing for rockfish. What was it? Okay. Well, I thought you were talking about like yellow eye rockfish or silver gray, short raker, rough eye, canary, quillback, black, silver gray, tiger, whatever. Lingcod. We up in Alaska we refer to lingcod as lingcod and rockfish as rockfish. But lingcod, I love to eat lingcod. I actually have a video on how to fillet lingcod on my channel if anybody wants to check that out. Oh, you got some White King. What's funny about White King salmon is that people think the salmon were sick for the longest time, and then they realized they were basically void of just color pigment and they were the same in every other way. But White King has kind of like a salmon, but like a white fish flavor to it. It's a little bit higher fat content. Basically, that happens when there's a genetic defect in every 1 in 20 or 30 different type, 1 in 20 or 1 in 30 king salmon, where they don't absorb any of the pigments from krill, shrimp, or the insects they eat while they're still in fresh water. So that's why they end up with white meat. Not all of them have, not all White Kings are completely white. Other ones are like pinkish, maybe half and half. Yeah. Also, some people call it like ghost salmon, Ivory King, or ivory salmon. They got a lot of different names for it. But the way they fillet and everything else is exactly the same. Scientifically, it's exactly the same fish. On the skin, most of the time you can't tell the difference between the two. Pink salmon, I've had that a couple of times. I like it, but you know, you can't always get your hands on pink salmon because most stores don't sell it here. People don't really want to buy pink salmon. They just want to, they just want to catch it. And half the time they're releasing them anyway. From what I've heard around here, there's been a really heavy king salmon run. Really heavy pink salmon run. King salmon's been doing fairly well around here. Most people are mostly catching Jack Kings and a shitload of pinks. I heard the salmon run's pretty decent this year, but I know at work we're not going to carry it very much because no one cares about silvers, and frankly, half the time when the silvers get to work, they look like hell anyway. Well, you can watch a video I have, a couple of videos I have on my channel on how to fillet salmon. The king salmon video is the one that'll be closest to, well, is the same, it's the exact same cut as normal white king. So if you want to check that out, you can go right ahead. But yeah, anybody that's watching, anybody that's new to the stream, I'm making dog food. It's been like this for a few hours now. It looks brown like that because there's a lot of okay, it's bringing it a little bit more. It looks brown like that because there's a lot of blood and a lot of like organ meat and stuff like that in there. So it's gonna be very high in iron. And when iron cooks, it turns brown. Kind of. That's why your beef turns brown when it cooks, kind of. That's kind of how I look at it. Yeah. I'm probably wrong, but I really don't care. It's not an important thing. It is 8:57 p.m. here. It's starting to get a little darker, but it's still quite light out. It's gonna be like this until like 11 o'clock, maybe 10:30. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions for me? I'll be right back in just a second. You guys can watch this boil if you like. I'm going to use the restroom, and I'll be right back. Oh yeah, bears are somewhat common here. They don't like to venture into town too much. They've had a lot of interactions with people, so they kind of know what's up when they're dealing with humans. So a lot of them just know that. Yeah, lost you for a minute. That's all traffic in the background. I live next to a large road. It's pretty annoying sometimes, especially in the summer when there's people on motorcycles and stuff going by. Wintertime, it's not bad. The biggest problem with here in wintertime is that when the snow plows come by, sometimes you end up getting blocked in. That happened to me once last winter, and I had to call out of work because it took me about, I don't know, 2.5 hours to dig myself out, and I was already really late for work. But plus it was slow at work, so I didn't really care anyway. Still smells good. And the ice was kind of frozen up in front of my driveway, and it basically made a snowbank. I had to chip it down into a berm and then ride across it and hope like hell that I didn't pop a tire. Oh boy. Does anybody else have any questions for me? Salmon are 106. Damn. It's like 60 something here. I've never gone fishing for salmon in saltwater. Salmon in freshwater is pretty tricky because they're not looking to eat, unless they're eating small bait fish. And then you might be able to get some that way. But they're not looking to eat. When they run up streams, they don't eat, or they rarely eat, and it's usually the little bugs. When you're running a lure past them, all you're trying to do is encourage a strike, because you're trying to piss them off. They're trying to destroy and kill things that they think may be a threat to their eggs, including other eggs. I didn't know I could get 107 in Washington, bro. Holy shit. I know I can get up to 100 in Fairbanks because that's the middle of the state, but damn. If it's over like 85 degrees, I'm dead. Like, I'm just straight up dead. Yeah, east side, for a little bit further away from the ocean. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh man, I'm starting to yawn now. Nah, the meat's not quite dissolved. Well, yeah, it probably is there. I wouldn't be able to show you guys how to grind this up, to be honest. Not until my video comes out. Yeah, that looks pretty good. The bones are almost there. They're getting a little bit thinner. But the main thing is the head's dissolved. There's a little piece of chicken there. Smush that up. The head's dissolved. The spines have dissolved. Most of the fins have dissolved. Just some of the really thick bones and the rib bones haven't dissolved yet. And that includes like the lateral spine and maybe the jawbone. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm making this into dog food. 86 is the most I can tolerate. That's a better way to put it. Well, after this is done boiling for at some point, I'm gonna let this cool and then I gotta grind it. I'm gonna be mixing whenever we divvy this out for the dogs, it'll be cut into their dog food. So the joke I've been making half the time is I'm cutting my dog's product. Like I'm their plug, pretty much. My girlfriend and I, we are our dog's plugs. They get contraband from us. But yeah, if you guys haven't already, please like and subscribe. You'll see the video on the full process of this in the next couple of weeks. And this live stream will feature in the video itself. I wish I was able to figure out how to do like a live chat replay in the whole live stream itself, but I just don't think I'd be able to do that. Not from a phone. Maybe if I did it from my computer, but I can't live stream from my computer. It's inside the house. I'm not doing that. All right, well, we're almost up to 50 likes. We're getting there. So does anybody have any questions for me about making dog food or whatever? Or just fish in general? Alaska, my channel, whatever. I'm an open book with certain lines blurred out. All right, we're almost to 45 likes. Almost. I'm making dog food. This is salmon bones of a couple different varieties. Red salmon and king salmon. And there's also guts, like salmon guts. And there's also silver salmon heads and a little bit of chicken. No, I don't fish for a living, but I fillet fish for a living. I fillet at work, and I also do it for my friends. That's where most of this stuff came from. But yeah, I work in retail, and I sell fish for a living too. So yeah. No, I might strain it and then blend up whatever's left over. Basically grind it, or I might boil it down and grind it. But I'll probably strain it, grind it, and then add it back in. Either way, I won't be able to finish this today. There'll be no way in hell. But it's definitely not going to weigh as much as it did before when I started this. Oh yeah, the dog. I mean, when I was cutting fish out here, when I was doing all of this, the dogs were barking the whole time like they wanted to get after it. And I know they're gonna like this because they're not gonna worry about choking on any bones like they have in the past. Because the dogs will just come by and eat all of it. There'll be a video on the whole process when I have it out. You guys will see. I'm hoping it does well. Because I really like to turn this into a full-time job, because I really love making videos for people and entertaining them and, you know, teaching people new things, because I got a lot of stuff I can offer. I got a lot of stuff I can offer all you guys. I'm just I really don't have the most consistent schedule right now, and I'm an amateur when it comes to YouTube still, I guess. But my intentions are good. And I intend to waste as little time and as little money of all of yours as possible. This is a 10-gallon pot. It's a 10-gallon aluminum pot. I fit about 80 pounds of scraps in here with a bunch of water. I could have put more scraps in there, like probably I could maybe fit like, I don't know, maybe 100 pounds, but I didn't want to push it. In the video, you guys will see that I was having an issue with a lot of bugs flying around me, and I was trying not to get stung. Because that's why I have this, so I can commit insect genocide. I'm glad it's not hot as hell out today, though. Makes this so much more enjoyable. If it was like blisteringly hot outside, this would be a miserable process. Okay. Chips. I'd like to boil it for another hour or so, but I don't think I'll have really enough time, because I gotta get to bed at some point. Bugs. Stupid bugs. Should have put less water in here, but it's fine. Maybe after I finish the stream, I'll go to the gas station and get ice. Just put like a whole, like, you know, just shitload of ice in there. Yeah, I thought about getting the salt gun, but I really love using this. I love hearing the electrical snap that comes from this thing. Very satisfying. I've got a really funny short planned for this if I can actually get out to the spot that I want to do it at. You guys are gonna really love that one. Swatting at more bugs. Yeah, that salt gun looks pretty cool. The problem with that salt gun is I would have to keep replacing CO2 cartridges. The salt pistol, yes, but not the pump one. The salt pistol is still what I'd rather have. Yeah, I'm making dog food. That's just the blood and all the other stuff that's, you know, all the iron is oxidized and now it's brown. The liquid was kind of red when I started, now it's brown. I mean, I really just made this stream so that, I really just started this stream so that way I could tell people that I'm coming out with another video for dog food. Well, a video for dog food. Yeah, they're kind of the size of small birds. It is the unofficial state bird of Alaska is the mosquito. We have warning signs here that are especially made for that. But the funny thing about the mosquitoes here are, the funny thing about mosquitoes here is like they may be huge and intimidating, but when they sting you, or bite you, they don't itch that much. Now, when I lived in the South for a short period of time, you don't see those mosquitoes and the itches sting for a couple of days. Here, they barely itch for a couple of hours. It's probably a different type of mosquito, but I still hate them. All the female mosquitoes, I hate them. The male ones, they don't care. They're pollinators. Cut the female population of mosquitoes down by half, and then you got yourself a nice time. I'm just rambling stuff on now. It's all good. Everybody does that when they get tired at some point. Well, sometimes, not everybody. I do. Ooh, that looks good. This cooker that I'm using, I just bought it just for this, and I really like it. Pretty good chance I'm not going to return it, like I was thinking I was going to. Oh. Cool, I can actually stir it now. Sick. Oh, that looks even more ominous. You can see how the oil rises to the top from all the fat. That's cool. But I really hope everybody enjoyed. I'm probably gonna shut this thing off pretty soon because I'm getting tired and I gotta go work in the morning. Well, hold on. Let me look at. Oh, my phone is right here. I don't have to work early tomorrow. Yay! I thought I was gonna have to work at 6 a.m., but I don't. I gotta work at 2 p.m. I'm gonna let this boil for a little. I'm gonna let this sit here and let you guys watch it if you want. What do you guys think of that? No? It looks weird. Yeah? No? No, we'll keep it right there for a second. All right. Yeah. What's up, Grant? We're still going. They're getting pretty broken down now. Is Diddy my dad? Absolutely not. It's kind of a weird question. Is Nick Cannon your lover? I know. Unfortunately, Diddy rhymes with daddy. But if he gets Anchorage, Alaska, if he gets hooked on his charges, he's gonna be calling somebody else daddy pretty soon, hopefully. But that's kind of what he wants, isn't it? Yeah. He's just... I always knew there was something weird about that guy ever since I was a kid. I never listened to any of his music. Like, I can't even think of one song that he produced, to be honest with you. I can't think of his voice being in one or nothing. Besides that song, like, Take That. But that's it. I never realized what the definition of that was until, years later when everybody else did. I hope he never gets out of prison. I mean, that's one person we don't need, that's one person we don't need walk around or being in our presence in public. Amongst other people. Oh, man. But I'm about to shut this thing off. So does anybody have any questions for me? Do I like Trump? I like Trump as a businessman. As a politician, I got kind of mixed feelings, but we'll just see how things play out, because you can't really tell what the change is like until it actually happens, and you let things mature and set in for a little bit. Can't really give any specific examples because I don't really follow that a whole lot, but I'm just glad we don't have Kamala Harris or Biden as president. I mean, I'm pretty sure things would just get a hell of a lot worse. Now, who is this? I've been hearing a lot about this woman named AOC or something. Like, who is that? I've seen pictures of her. I'm just thinking to myself, what's so special about this lady to give her all kinds of like press coverage and stuff? I just hear she's like a rich troll for a certain demographic of people. Yeah, it always gets worse before it gets better, because it's always that point of adjustment. Yeah, I've only heard her referred to as like the abbreviation AOC. I know she's a politician, but I don't know what type of politician she is. Okay, thank you. I heard she's pretty dumb. She's supposed to be like running for, I don't know what position in the state of California, for like the Senate or something. And then it was her husband. And like they're both like super radical people or something. I'm really not too sure. One more, Stuart. Just one, well, two more, or whatever it says on everybody's end is however many more. My streams are usually not this boring, I don't think. What'd you get? Yeah. Maybe it's not boring. I think it's a bit boring, but that's because I'm kind of the one doing it. Well, the dogs are out right now, especially the little one. This is the little one. She's got little paws. I'm not going to try and get the fat one or the big one over here because they're too heavy. Especially the fat one. Even though the big one weighs more technically, he's just not as fat. Which is fine. Yeah, I've been to the South before. I didn't like it down there. Too much heat. I mean, where I lived in Florida for a little bit, and I really didn't like it. Too much heat. Insurance is ridiculous. Way too many people. And yeah, Yeah, and the bugs just never go away. Here, the bugs are only really around for about 6 months. Okay, just brought the dogs in. All right, we're at 50 likes. Awesome. Well, let's check the condition of everything in the pot real quick. Okay. There's some big stuff in there, but not too much. That right there is a piece of vertebrae in that. Yeah, that I just crushed with my hand. Like, ow, hot. That little piece of vertebrae right there. You gotta be careful. See? Watch this. That just turns into mush. I just squeezed a bit of its vertebrae. That's what you want. That's not the hardest bone in their body. The hardest bone in their body, I believe, in salmon bodies, I believe, is their jaw. So I know I saw a piece of jawbone still in here. Oh, I just saw it. It might be the jaw or the gill plate. I don't remember which one it was. I saw it and I just dumped it back into the, oh man, okay. Okay. That's breaking apart real nice. Good, 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 good. Yeah. Nope, I'm making yeah, the thugs are really bad and the drugs can be really bad down there too. The drugs in some places can be really bad. I'm making homemade dog food. This is just part of the process. I'm making this stream so I could include it in a video later. Pretty much. Now, one thing I was thinking about doing to try and to actually store this overnight was not cool it off all the way, but to actually turn the heat down to the point where this is barely warm at a little over 140 degrees Fahrenheit, and then just keep it running the whole night until tomorrow. So that way it'll stay warm. Bacteria will not fester because it's not within the danger zone, 40 and 140. And then tomorrow it'd also be more reduced. And then I'd be able to keep working on this, get it done. What do you guys think? Does anybody catch on to what I'm saying? Basically keep the temperature at over 140 all night and just let it coast and simmer on through. I mean, anybody can cross check me on the danger zone part from 40 to 140 Fahrenheit. That part's scientifically accurate. If I had like a paint mixer or something, I could just Nakisha. That's a nice name, Nakisha. I'm making dog food. These are salmon bones, and other fish bones and some old fish from my freezer that I've boiled for several hours. That's a piece of chicken. And it's broken down into almost nothing. The bones are so soft in this, I can crush the vertebrae with my fingers. Hot. 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 Ow. Hot. Demonstrate that for you one more time. See? That's its spine. I'm boiling these down so much to the point where they become basically, you know, you can turn it into a powder. That's what you want. I mean, really, I could just not worry about grinding these up because they're so broken down. Oh, cool. What do you put in your dog food? A lot of people do the raw meat thing, then they'll incorporate vegetables in it. What I'm doing with this is we're gonna cut it into their dog food, so that way we can stretch their dog food out longer. And obviously they're going to enjoy every time they have this. Every single time. But yeah, everybody watching, please like and subscribe. It's really cool that I've actually had enough people watch. You know, I've gotten 50 likes on this live stream. I'm very surprised. I was anticipating 10 likes on this, maybe. I mean, it's not as liked and as viewed as my fish cutting live streams that I do at home or at work, but yeah, just for everybody's information, if you haven't heard me say it already, I'm gonna be using the footage in this live stream in the video I'm making for this very project. You can see the salmon oil on the side pooling up here. It's cool. All right, Jess, you're back. Awesome. Bison, lamb, or salmon? Well, bison sounds expensive. Lamb sounds good and expensive. And salmon sounds good and expensive unless you're fishing for your own. In that case, all the power to you. Sweet potatoes. I don't know if I've never looked up to see if dogs can eat sweet potatoes. I know if they eat normal potatoes, I'm back. What did it attract wildlife? This might, yes, but I'm in the middle of town, so the worst thing I've ever seen walk by the house is a moose, and it's gone by a couple of times. Not the same one, but moose have walked past the house a couple of times and have eaten a bunch of stuff out of my garden before. But yeah, potatoes. I know normal white potatoes are not good for dogs because the starch will it'll upset their stomach really badly. I'm surprised you haven't gone to sleep yet, Lucinda. All right, we're gonna go for about another 5 more minutes. Just so you guys can talk to me for a little bit longer. Does anybody else have any questions for me? I never thought if anything I never thought about anything in the capsicum or nightshade family to actually capsicum or nightshade family to actually be good for dogs. I'd imagine tomatoes are really bad for dogs because they contain a lot of nicotine. Well, for a fruit. I mean, they do contain quite a bit of anthocyanin, but I don't think that would actually benefit dogs like it would benefit us. Let me think. For gay dogs, you'd probably want to get them a you probably want to get them a rainbow collar. And whenever they sit, they have to sit with their legs crossed. Wow, that was a dumb question, but that's funny. Oh boy. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Ah. Trying to take some of the bones off this thing. There we go. That way the bugs won't attack it as much, hopefully. No cats. I don't have any cats right now, no. Our landlord is deathly allergic to cats. But you could use this as cat food. Like, not mixing with anything, just make sure, just make sure the cat will eat it. Because cats are carnivorous. Dogs are omnivorous. But the dog food would be the filler for this. So that way we don't have to worry about, gastrointestinal upset with the super high protein diet, super high protein and fat diet. Not too much fat. Dogs are fat enough as it is. Has anybody got any gay questions? Stupid. How can you tell if a cat is a boy or a girl? Depends on how much time it spends in the garage. Or if they like drinking I know. There's magic. No, there's a stove under this that I'm running propane to. I'm also I'm making dog food. It's in the late stages of boiling, and it's brown because all the iron inside of the blood and the livers and all the other stuff has oxidized. And this is 99% salmon bones, which have pretty much liquefied. Well, not liquefied, but they're getting pretty close to it. As I will show you. The red stuff on the side, that's all salmon oil. That right there, that's all the... Good. Yeah, that's... Oh, good. Good. Even the hard bones are starting to get really soft now. Excellent. Mix this up. That's a good way to mix the pot up. It's getting there. Yeah. I could put rice in this now if I wanted to, but I kind of don't want to. I do, but I don't. How many gays does it take to screw in a light bulb? I'm going to say the answer is 4, but I'm not going to say why. Let me know if I'm anywhere close to it. Has anybody got any other stupid questions? I'm all for that. There's only 3 here, so give it your best shot. Healthy dog diet, yes. I think you made a typo. I think you meant to say guys, and it only takes 1. Shut up, Jess. Stupid. How many gays does it take to make dog food? Oh, that's funny. Come on, anybody, give it your best shot, anybody. What you guys got for me? Give me something funny. Trying to whack these stupid bugs that are around me. Come on, Jess M. I know you got something else. You've been on a roll with all these gay questions this whole time. I know you're not going to stop now. There's only 3 people watching, so. Oh, I just got a really big, nice, giant whiff of weed in the air. Oh, it's amazing. Well, Ghost Train, if you wait, while you go poop before you go to bed, you can always just keep watching the stream. You know, it's all good. That's a question I thought I'd never ask or never be asked, but that's fine. Either way, it's still a horrible question. All right, who's next? Who's got another one? Come on, someone asked me a really funny question. I don't care what it is at this point. Oh yeah. Some big old bong rips. So that's why my phone was smoking. Did you blow it into your phone? Like stick your mouth up to the speaker and go like that? I thought my phone was just overheating, but that maybe that's where the smell was coming from. Sweet. No! My phone's not smoking. Into the earth. Oh, so that's why there's a gaping hole in the ground that's like has swirling edges like it's an accretion disc. Oh no, wait, that's a portal. What did the ocean say to the beach? Drown? Or get the sand out of your crack, one of the two. That's the only two responses I can think of for that. I'm surprised this thing has lasted for as long as it has. Oh boy. Oh, nothing, just waved. Man, why did I think of that? That's just such a yeah. Good for you, Jess. That's your favorite flag. Stupid. No wonder why your icon and the last color on this flag is purple, because it's all made up. It's a made up color on the spectrum, doesn't exist there. Yeah, that one's getting even worse. Somebody supports mental illness. Okay, that's better. That's better. Just don't pull up a Nazi flag, whatever you do. If there's a Nazi emoji, please don't do it. All that oil coming up to the surface is cool. I kind of want to taste it, but I don't, and I'm not going to. I'm wondering how thick of a layer that actually is on top, because it doesn't look thick, but it looks like a lot more pronounced than it did before. Okay, what I'm gonna have to probably do is I'll probably have to change the propane tank over, and then ooh, that was a good one. Yay, you're basically here at the end too. I'll show you what the salmon looks like. Yeah, it's not a super thick layer of oil on top, but it is a substantial amount of salmon oil. A lot more than I've ever seen in my whole life. All the bones are really, really brittle now. I can crush the vertebrae with my fingers. All the thick bone that I was seeing, that was probably the jawbone, has softened up substantially. It still smells like iron, and but it doesn't smell bad by any means. That's the last thing I would say that smells is bad. If it smelled bad, I wouldn't want to feed it to the dogs at all. All the dogs are gonna love this. Hey Jess, if you become a member, you'll be able to use the custom emojis that I have up. You'll be able to use the throwing up GIF emoji from Dumb and Dumber. That way you'll actually have a real emoji to work with, not your, little peasant vomit emoji. Peasant. Riva and Seppi know what's up. Yeah, she got it. My favorite one though is the little baby. The little baby is by far the best one. That kid's a little badass. Getting super amped up on Mountain Dew, pretty much. Okay. Okay, I just put the fire out for a second, and I'm gonna switch the propane tanks over. This propane tank, I'm surprised, has not run out yet. It's basically out. This tank doesn't weigh much. Go get my lighter real quick. I know it's 9:48. Looks like what I threw up yesterday morning. Yeah, that's about right. Throw the baby. Yeah, I have insomnia too. It's kind of hard for me to sleep sometimes. The purple haze tastes like cereal. Well, if it should have tasted like snozzberries. You must have fucked up somewhere. Throw the baby. Nah, I'm not throwing it. That'd be rough. This is formed a skin already. Wow. That's all salmon oil floating on top. Yeah, extra flavor. Yes, it does look like a foamy tie. The racket my girlfriend got off of Gay Thoughts Keeping Up at Night. Fuck you. No, like there's a film that's forming on top because it's not heated. Kind of like how like heated milk forms the skin on top. Same exact thing. What was it? Yeah. Let me restart this fire real quick. Kind of awkward getting in here. Just crank the heat up for a second. No, I'm at home. Well, I don't heat my milk. If you ever have to use milk for something, boiled street, boiled street dog. That's funny. I mean, I thought of it earlier and I was like, yeah, it seems like a decent idea. Why not? She got it where? Hold on one second. Oh, she got the racket from Temu. No, she didn't get that from Lowe's. Just make sure whenever you hold on. Yeah. I'll give it a stir. Just make sure whenever you buy one of these, don't get the ones with the hinged arm on it. It's just gonna break on you. I don't know how long this dog food's gonna last. Not really. You can kind of see how it made a little bit of a skin and now it's dissolved again. Oh yeah. Stir it with the racket. Okay. Yeah, what's up, Carlos? I'm making dog food if you're wondering that. It's going on. Look, this stream's going on a bit longer than I thought it would. I'm gonna lower the temperature down to the heat down to as low as I can get it without shutting it off. All right, what's your hold on one second. Well, it's not going to be difficult for you to get kids to make fun of you. Just go to school. Stupid. Just find your local tree and make sure you pay the meter. What kind of question do you have for me this time, Jess? How much you want to bet it's going to have something involved being gay? Or asking how to make something gay? Because that's the only thing you contribute to this is trying to establish gayness. Well, you piss on a tree, you poop in the middle of the grass. Make sure you're either sniffing a flower or looking up into the sun, because you know that's what good dogs do. Good thing I have a lid for this. Playing patty cakes with your pops' pancreas like a paleontologist. I love the alliteration, but damn, that was disgusting. Dogs look at you while you poop because they're vulnerable and they're looking to make sure you see them for protection. I'm pretty certain that's what it's for. At TrainwreckX. Nice. Awesome. That's what I thought it was. I don't remember where I heard that, but you can kind of deduct that from, you know, why would a child look at you while they're trying to take a shit in the woods? Because you're their protector. And dogs are kind of just four-legged children that have a voracious appetite. All right, everybody. We got the gas down to as low as I can get it without shutting it off. Yeah, I'm gonna put the lid on here. And just gonna leave this alone for a while. I hope everybody has a wonderful night. All food, no dog, yes. I hope everybody has a wonderful night. No, I'm making dog food. Definitely not a crawfish boil. I don't like feeding dogs shellfish. I'm pretty sure you're trying to recreate the song from Blink-182 called I Fucked a Dog in the Ass. That's the song you're trying to recreate right there. Good night, Jessica. Yeah, that was pretty gay. Stupid. Yeah. Well, anyway, I hope everybody has a great night, and